Our speaker, a Christian, writer, and food quality analyst with a passion for helping people grow through skill discovery and deployment. He holds a BSc in Laboratory Technology from the University of Cape Coast and an MSc in Food Quality Management from KNUST. Over the years, developed his media and technical skills through several courses. With over 35 books worked on for 15 authors and 10 published titles of his own, Yo brings deep expertise in academic writing, publishing, and self-help literature. He currently works at KNUST's Department of Food Science and Technology, specializing in food microbiology. He also runs an annual mentorship program focused on grooming young men to be a better version of themselves. Through social engagements, writing, and mentorship, Yo is committed to equipping others, and in this session, he's here to help you master the art of prompting with ChatGPT to supercharge your productivity and creativity. The video that continues is his writing portfolio.
Welcome to PowerPrompt. Welcome to PowerPrompt.
Indeed, you are welcome to Power Prompts. All that you saw, majority was done with the help of AI tools. That's generative AI tools. And that's the reason why we have met this afternoon, morning, evening, depending on wherever you are joining us from and at what time you are watching this video. So you are welcome once again. My name is Yahweh JJC, and I'll be taking you through a 1 hour tutorial session on how you can maximize ChatGPT as a generative AI tool for virtual assistants. Okay, so today's presentation is titled Power Prompts. Power Prompts. In other scopes, people term this as prompt engineering, but I felt engineering was quite a technical word to use, and some people have shied away from courses like that, and so I would not want to scare you with the term prompt engineering. So it's basically under prompt engineering. Let's look at a bit of statistics on the great people that are joining this training today. And just before I go through that, if you are online at the moment watching this live, I want you to drop where you are watching us from in the chat session. I had people registering from Nigeria, people registering from South Africa, I had people registering from Thailand, and some people registering from some of the other African countries, and a large number of people registering from Ghana, because that's where we find ourselves too. So out of the 99 respondents I had as at 1 p.m. today, we had 51%, about 51.5% that are students, about 33 of them being researchers, some double as students as well. And then we have about 16.2% creatives. Then we have 33.3% employees. We have 9.1% freelancers, 1% unemployed, 1% graduates, 1% national service personnel. I hope that after this training, whoever feels as an unemployed person would have something to do, so much that the person can have a better description in the near future. Out of these 99 respondents, we have about 53.5% of them saying that they use ChatGPT regularly, almost on a daily basis. They are chatting AI for some response or to do some task for them. Then we have 40.4% saying they've tried it a few times, not a regular thing for them. And just a little of about 6.1% indicating that they have never used ChatGPT or generative AI tools. I suppose that out of this 6%, that's about 6 people. Some probably have used it without knowing that it was a generative AI tool, or they have no idea of it at all. But interestingly, out of the statistics, you realize that our students are using AI tools in majority of their works. And this is something that we should not shy away from. We should encourage the responsible use of ChatGPT or other generative AI tools. And that's one of the focus of today's presentation. So we're going to look at a brief introduction to artificial intelligence, what it's all about. Then we'll go into generative AI. We'll narrow in into generative AI, which is a subset of artificial intelligence. Then we'll look at why it matters to people like you and I. There's about six categories of people who showed interest in this training. Then we'll also look at ChatGPT, which is one of the many generative AI tools, but that will be the focus of today's presentation. But whatever concepts that you learn here should be something that can be applied in other generative AI tools. Then the next thing that's the main focus of the session is going to be prompting, or someone may call that prompt engineering. And finally, we're going to look at the responsible usage of AI with specific emphasis on generative AI tools, responsible use of that, and practical ways that we can use ChatGPT as our virtual assistant. That will be done in a more practical way when we are going through the prompt engineering. So we've come to a time and day where we cannot do without artificial intelligence. It's all over, it's all around us, and it is in use right now. Right now, as you're watching this, I believe that there are some level of artificial intelligence at play on your screens right now. In the course of this live session, you see some adverts pop up. You would see some suggestions of other YouTube videos you can watch after this, which are all as a result of artificial intelligence. So when we say artificial intelligence, we want to talk about every form of technology. It could be machines, it could be computer systems, it could be programs that have been developed to mimic human intelligence. The key word is it mimics human intelligence. It does not take the form of human intelligence. However, it just sort of act it out. So AI learns from data like a child. It learns from databases, it learns from knowledge available on the internet, and they have been trained with so much data that out of that data, they are able to generate original content for you. That's with a generative AI. So if you've ever gotten um, an ad pop up on your screen, or you've seen a suggestion of a YouTube video to watch, you've seen a suggestion of a song on YouTube to listen to, after listening to the first choice of your song, it is as a result of AI. It is learning from the kind of things that you watch, and then it will show things that are of interest to you. So if also you've asked Google to assist you with the weather, to inform you on whether to wash or not, that is also an aspect of artificial intelligence. We'll look into that in detail. So if we're talking about artificial intelligence, in the broader scope, artificial intelligence is, it is when we make machines to act like humans, to do the things that humans normally do, such as thinking, learning, making decisions, or solving problems. So, for instance, when you pick up your phone and then you unlock your phone with your face, or with your thumbprint, that is AI at play, because you have already given it information about how your face looks like, how your thumbprint marks looks like. And out of that, whenever you use that, it is able to detect whether this is the actual user of the phone. So that is artificial intelligence at play. It has learned from the data you have already given it. And out of that, it's able to execute a function for you. Then we also have machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So machine learning is all about machines learning information from a database or learning information from experience. And then out of that, you don't tell it to do something before it does it, but it is able to reason more like how humans would reason and tell difference between things. So for instance, if you have shown or you've fed the machine with information on how cats look like and how dogs look like, and you give it a species of cats that was not even part of the samples you give it, it's able to tell you that this is not a dog, but a cat, looking at some of the features that it has. And that is what machine learning is. And it's a subset of artificial intelligence. Then we also have deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning and also artificial intelligence. That is where we have layered system or neural networks that um, try to mimic the way human brain works, like speech recognition, facial recognition, translating languages, voice assistants, as you have on your phones with Siri or Google Assistants. Sometimes you say certain things, it's able to tell what you meant and execute a function. It can call people on your contact list and all that. That is a function of artificial intelligence. Then under that, we have generative AI, which will be the focus of our discussion today. Generative AI is able to create new content that it has not even been fed with, because it's been built on so much knowledge base that out of that knowledge base is able to put things together and develop a full script, develop an image, develop a music, a sound, code, or a video. So under generative AI, we have the conversational ones. Majority of them are conversational tools like the chat GPT. You can chat with it. Meta AI, you can chat with it. So all that are generative AI. The ones that allow you to generate new content, it does not necessarily have to be fed with information. It has already been built on large database of information, and all of them have limitations. They are built as onto a certain year. And that is why there are a lot of complaints about the references ChatGPT gives. Because if you ask it to give you valid references from, say, 2020, you may not be able to provide you with that information because it does not have that database of information from that year onwards. So it will only hallucinate or give you things that are not there. So those are some of the tricks. Generative AI will generate a new content. It could be text, it could be image, it could be sound, it could be video. So we have several examples. We have ChatGPT, which will be our focus today. It can generate text for you. It can generate a voiceover for you. It can generate a script. It can generate a code for you. Can generate macros for you and all that. Then we have the DAL-E, which is also used for image generation. Now it has been integrated into ChatGPT, and now Chat can be used to generate images. It's getting better, and that's how AI is. It grows by the information that you are giving it. So the more you are using ChatGPT or you are using any AI tool, the better it is becoming because it's getting more information. Then we also have 11 Labs that is also used to generate voice, can be used for voiceovers. Then we have Meta AI as has been used in Facebook now and then WhatsApp. Then we have Gemini using Google Workspaces. Then we have Claude. All these are virtual assistants across several platforms. I want to use an analogy of Facebook to explain, or Meta, to explain the concept of AI again. So, when you pick a social media site like Facebook or LinkedIn, you'd realize that some years back, about 5 years ago, Facebook would just show you the birthday of the birthday of your friends. Unlike your calendar on your phone where you have to tell it to remind you on birthdays, Facebook would just pick information it has about your friends, and it's able to tell you that this friend of yours birthday is this day, so wish the person. And that is artificial intelligence at play. It has learned the information of its users, and out of that is able to tell you whose birthday is at what date. Now it has moved beyond just telling you that it's someone's birthday to suggesting text for you, messages that you can send on such people's birthday. Initially, about 5 years ago, this was a property in LinkedIn and it wasn't common on Facebook. If you if you received a LinkedIn message, you would have suggestions on how you should reply it. It's the same with Gmail and other email platforms. I'm sure that those who received emails concerning this training, Gmail suggested certain replies that you could have given this email that was sent to you. So all that is a function of artificial intelligence. It has learned from how people normally respond to things, messages, how people respond to birthdays. And out of that learning, it gives you suggestions on how you should respond to that. Facebook goes the extra mile, with your permission, of course, to learn about some of the people that you meet in certain locations. If you are someone who walks about with your location turned on your phone, or if you used any ride hailing app like Bolt, Uber with your location turned on for a period of time in a day, you would realize that when you get home and you try to surf your Facebook, it will start to show you people that you probably met on your way. And these are people who also had their locations turned on. So as you both find yourselves in the same location, data is being shared. Information about you is being shared, and now these people are being shown to you as people you may know. As you can see on LinkedIn, and those who are conversant with LinkedIn as a social media site, you will realize that based on the work information you give LinkedIn, it will show you people you probably know from your workplace. So that is the workings of AI. It has learned information from you, it's learned information from your chats, and giving you custom things that suits you. And this is what all these social sites leverage on for advertisements. So YouTube will show you ads that are of interest to you. Facebook will show you ads that are of interest to you, so that you would by all means get one or two of the things that are being displayed. So that is the world we find ourselves in today. Unlike our traditional television and radio stations, which I find it difficult to predict the interest of viewers or the interest of listeners, our social media sites have gone a step higher, and we continually give them information, and so they will always become better. And Meta is gradually launching something deeper. Yesterday, I think Mark Zuckerberg did a session on that. Meta is one of the sites that have built a great database, because almost everyone uses WhatsApp. You chat almost every day, so information is being shared. Majority of people are on Facebook, so your information is there. So it has a lot of data or information to learn from. And with time, it can give you tailored solutions to so many things. Why does AI matter to us? And I've categorized all my viewers today into about 6 categories, and I'll seek to demonstrate some of the prompts that will help all these 6 categories of people that are on the call. We have heard the term that gradually AI is going to replace humans. Gradually, AI is going to replace humans. I came to announce to you that it will only replace those who do not have control over it. Mind you, it's only mimicking human intelligence. It is not as intelligent as humans. If you believe you were made in the image of God, then it means you have intelligence more than artificial intelligence. So it is important that you know how to master the use of artificial intelligence so that you will not be replaced by it. If you know how to use it, you are irreplaceable by it. But if you do not know how to use it, then you will be replaced someday by it. And I'll issue this disclaimer that the use of artificial intelligence tools is not for lazy people. If you are lazy, you will not get the right output from generative AI tools. And you'll see it in the examples that we would go through today. So for students, you can use it to develop study plans. You can load it with information on your courses, ask it to generate personalized study plans for you. The subjects that you have challenges, you can let generative AI to the conversational ones like ChatGPT, you can let it know and it will generate custom study plans for you. It can generate summaries of your notes for you. It can generate ideas for you for your project works. It can streamline your ideas and make it more academic for you to research on. For researchers, the same thing. You can use it to brainstorm ideas. You can use it to review literature. You can use it to generate summaries of literatures. You can use it as a guide to write and for ideas. Then for content creators or creatives, you can use it to generate captions for your content. You can use it to generate scripts. You can use it to generate search engine optimizable text for your YouTube videos and all your other content. You can use it to generate voiceovers. You can use it to generate hashtags that are trendy. Then for employees, you can use it to write emails, respond to emails, write reports, write minutes, and you can use it to automate your workflow. For consultants, in terms of ideation, writing proposals, writing reports, researching about stuff, you can use AI to do that. And for drafting templates, you may consult for an SME and you want to give them templates of things they need to do, forms they need to fill. AI comes in handy to do this work for you. Then as a freelancer, you can use it to pitch ideas, you can use it to manage your task, you can use it to write, and actually you can use it to brand yourself on all the freelance sites that you find yourself on. Then to the last category of people who may seem unemployed, you can use it to brand your LinkedIn profile, you can use it to brand your social media handles to position yourself well for opportunities. Then you can use it to write tailored or custom-made CVs that suit specific job applications. And let me chip this in my writing consultancy that I work with, Westcott Consult. We have a team of experts that specialize in CV writing, cover letters, all your writing needs. Once you reach out to us, we'll be able to help you on that. Your personal branding, LinkedIn optimization, we have great guys in the team who can help you with that. So you have to build your online presence and you have to build your personal brand that positions you for opportunities. I have had opportunities on LinkedIn from people who have not known me before in person, and it has led to a certain office. So you just have to position yourself well. I was able to work with a team in Westcop and I continue to work with them. People have for about 3 of the key people that um, are managing Westcott or doing the key roles in Westcott. We have never met in person, but it's because of the online credibility we've built for ourselves, the personal brands you have built, you're able to work, and there's that trust, and that confidence in one another. So AI is technological tool. It helps you to work. We have moved from a place of working harder to a place of working smarter. So it's about time that you join the smart workers so that your smart work would be classified also as hard work in the sight of the old folks who want to see sweat, who want to see hard work being done. You don't have to spend so much time in your day replying to emails trying to get you can you can customize that. You can use AI to help you reply to your emails, and this will make your work easier for you. If I have to sit down every day and reply to emails I receive, that will take a chunk of the time that I have to work on other projects and my 8 to 5 work. So now we're going into ChatGPT, and right from here we'll hit the screens to look at the interface and how we can maximize its use. As I mentioned earlier, it's a conversational AI model. So it's designed to provide answers, generate creative content, and assist you with various tasks. So it has an interface that has a chat pane, it has a chat box and all that. We will look at that once we open the interface, and then we'll move into prompting. At this point, I want us to go into ChatGPT and look at all the items that have been listed as part of its interface. So here we are on the ChatGPT interface, and we have a couple of things here. We have the side pane where we have the ChatGPT, we have library, we have explore GPTs, then we have the models here. For the free version, you have just ChatGPT Plus, which you need to upgrade to, and then the normal ChatGPT. Now with the free model, I think it works on ChatGPT 4.0, but there are advanced models that could be used for reasoning and other thinking tasks. Then we have what it can help you with. So over here, you can use it to upload files. Over here, you can use it to search the web. So before you give a prompt, if you want your prompt to be in a context of a particular set of files or on a particular file, for instance, you're applying to a job opportunity that you have seen, you can upload your CV and ask it to write you a cover letter. That way you are asking it for something in a context. So you can upload your CV from here. Then the search the web toggle, which you can put on and off, is to make whatever you are typing here, which is called the prompt, the question, the input you are putting here. It is to make it's to make ChatGPT, it gives ChatGPT the room to search online as at the time you are searching for information on whatever prompt or question you have put in there. Other than that, if this is off, whatever information is giving you is information that the developers of ChatGPT have built ChatGPT on, and the new things that it can come up with. It will not be able to search new and relevant things that are on the internet as at today that you are searching. Then this button, which you can also toggle, is to help ChatGPT to reason, to think before responding. So that may take some extra time before you are able to get a response. Then we also have the detailed insight. In the paid version is called deep research. So at a custom one, it may give you 5 available opportunities for you to use it. But with a paid version, you would have about 11 or 10 opportunities per 10 days. So those are some of the features you have in the paid version. Also for deep research, if you are doing some academic research and you want to use such functions. Then we also have this for visualization of ideas and concepts. That uses the DAL-E. It can be used to draw, it can be used to generate image and all that. Then we also have the canvas when you want to collaborate with people and write. That can also be used. Once we start chatting, we will have a share button also here where we can share our chats with people. Then there is this interesting button, dictate, which you can use to dictate the prompt or dictate the input of your text, and it will give you a response. Then you can use this to send a prompt and get the feedback. So for instance, if you are busy somewhere and you find it hard to type a whole document, you can use the dictate to dictate, and its speech recognition is it's very intelligent that it's able to pick the words as it is and put it in a prompt for you to edit if you have to, and then send your prompt. So we also have this here, the temporary chat. You can toggle it on so that whatever chat you have here at the moment is not stored into the memory of your chat GPT. That can be done. Then we have the upgrade plan. So if you want to upgrade, these are the options they have. $20 for a month to get the plus, and it gives you the features in here, everything in the free with extended limits on messaging. And then the plus version does not freeze like the free version. You get access to deep research, you get access to all these GPTs, O4 mini, O4 mini high, O3, and then the research preview of 4.5 is able to do more than what the free version is doing. And even the $200, that's the pro, is able to do even more. Then they have the enterprise options where you can add themes to your ChatGPT plan. So for this tutorial session, it's a free one. So I'm going to demonstrate what the free version gives, and I'll show you how the paid version interface also looks like. At the end of this session, I'll give an opportunity for people who would want to go on onto a master class to also have an experience of how the paid version looks like. So when we get there, we would see how that also looks like. So that's with the payment plans. Then when you hit on your profile, you have explore GPTs, you have customized GPTs, you have settings, upgrade plan, and get the search extension in your um, Google search or whatever search engine you use. So we can create our own GPTs, and then we can explore what other people also have. Then we can customize. I want us to start with the customization, and then we'll come to the GPTs. If we want to customize our GPT, what that means is that we want it to know the individual that it's chatting with, and have a set of instructions so that it will be able to give you tailored solutions. So you can give your nickname here, what you do. If you are a student, you can put it there. The course you read, you can give the details there. Then the traits you want ChatGPT to have, you can describe it so that you don't have to be giving that prompt in all the questions you give it. Then anything you want ChatGPT to know about you also. Then we have the GPTs. GPTs can create one. I think you need a plus to create, and I'll show you how it looks like in a plus. So here we have several GPTs, some for writing, some for productivity, research and analysis, education. GPTs are normally created by individuals and organizations. They give it instructions and they give it extra knowledge beyond what ChatGPT already has. You can feed it with knowledge on your own, and then you'll be able to question that particular GPT. So I'll show you some examples. You can use the write for me if you have to write articles or prose. It's very good. It gives you relevant information, and then the word count is more precise than the normal ChatGPT response. You can use the CV writer for CV generation and all that. So how can you know if the GPT you are choosing is good enough to be used? Because these are created by people. Some have been created by organizations anyway. For instance, the CapCuts, which I use for my introductory video, the voiceover you heard was generated by AI. CapCut, the CapCut app you use on your phone, it has an AI tool here. I don't know if it's in the free version, but I use the paid version. So yeah. So SciSpace can be used for research, looking at database, the SciSpace database, and then we also have the Canva and all that. Can use that, then write for me. Once you click on that, it will open up and show you some information about who created it. Who created it. You also have some conversation starters and all that to know if your GPT that you are using is good enough to use. I've told you that AI works on information. So you look at how people have used it and the rankings. So over here, it has had 30 million plus conversations. And out of these 30 million plus conversations, 50,000 plus people have used it. And they have ranked it 4.3 out of the 50,000 people. So because of this, you can think of it as a good one to use. And these are the capabilities there. And you can see the ratings here. Those that gave it 1 star and all that. So if it looks good, you can work with it. You can also look at other GPTs and their their information will not be as, let me just pick anything at all. So here it has had 3 million plus conversations. That's good. But out of these 3 million plus, about 25,000 people have ranked it. And you have 4.2.